Merry meet and welcome to Thrilling Thursday here at Ariel's Corner. This is Ariel Gatoga and we are streaming live on YouTube. And moderating today for us are the lovely Minerva, the lovely Jennifer, and the lovely I Am Her Eminence. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much to everyone for joining us today. I hope you are doing great. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Check out our website at arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. That's where you can get access to all of the free courses, the free booklets, lectures, free guided meditations, spells, and much, much more. In the headers of every page on our website at arielscorner.com, you'll find links to our social media, including our private Facebook group and our Discord server. We hope that you will join us at one or both of those places and become more active in our community. If you would like to donate to Ariel's Corner, you can use the donate link or the donut link. That sounds good. Oh, I haven't had a donut in years. I want a donut now. You can use the donut. Okay, this is going to be a bad day. Oh, no. Ariel, take that out of the law. It's going to be a good day. The donate link in the footer of each and every page of that website, or you can use our PayPal portal at paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. Or you could always use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks right here on YouTube if you feel like giving a donation. We do appreciate your support. We have a chat thread open. Please chat amongst yourselves. If you happen to have a question for me, you can put that right in the chat thread, and we will do I will do my best to get to that before the end of the stream. I don't have a premiere today. I was under the weather for the past several days, so I'm a little behind. We do have one scheduled for Friday, and I'll get one for Saturday, and I'm hoping to get one for Sunday or Monday as well, depending on my schedule today. I have a lot to catch up on. Let's see. Is that it? I think so. All right, let's get going. If you are in a place that is safe and appropriate, please close your eyes and begin to take some nice, long, slow, deep, relaxing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. With every inhale, feel more light and peace entering your body and mind. And with each exhale, let go of all tension in your body, along with anything in your mind that you do not want. Inhaling peace and exhaling as you let go. We picture ourselves on top of a beautiful mountain in the center of a circular grove of trees. In the center of our grove, a bonfire blazes forth and it lights us and the grove with a sacred golden light. We recognize that this light is the light of perfect love and perfect trust, and it easily and gently burns away everything unlike itself, leaving us safe and serene. Into this sacred space, we invoke the presence of our Creator, and to many of us, our Creator reveals themselves to be a mother and father, a goddess and God. We also call upon our angels and our guides, our teachers. We ask that we be guided as we walk upon the way, helping us to become happier, wiser, more magical, and more loving people. Blessed be. Today we're going to talk about the Archangel Samael. His name is often translated as the venom of God, or whom God makes. And this stirs a sense of apprehension in many people. Samael is an angel of profound complexity, and he seems to be somewhat of a paradox, embodying both divine will to protect and also attack. He is the warrior, the accuser, the tempter, and the destroyer. He remains an archangel and a servant of the divine. To understand Samael is to journey into the heart of divine severity and confront the shadows that define the light, and appreciate all the intricate balance that governs the cosmos. At his core, Samael is the warrior of God. He's the angelic force deployed against injustice and imbalance. He is considered to be the divine avenger, the hand that sets right the wrongs done in the world. This is not a role of blind fury, but of righteous, focused power. Samael is the embodiment of courage, energy, enthusiasm, and untamed vitality. He is the defender of the weak and the champion for those who cannot fight for themselves. When divine law is transgressed, when harmony is shattered, it is the energy of Samael that moves to restore order, often through means that may appear harsh or destructive to the limited human perspective. It is said that Samael has little patience for hesitation or inaction. If matters concerning you are hindered by the indecisiveness of other people, Samael's influence can act as a catalyst, forcing movement and resolution. He is the patron of all fighters, from soldiers on the battlefield to individuals wrestling with their inner demons. He protects against enemies, both seen and unseen, and he ensures that justice in its most absolute form is ultimately served. As you have defended others, so he defends you, a reflection of the cosmic law of cause and effect. It is assumed by many in angelic traditions that it was Samael who was the angel that Jacob wrestled. To truly understand the magical function of Samael, we must look to the Kabbalistic tree of life. Here, Samael is the angel of the fifth Sephirah, Geburah, which means severity or strength. Geburah sits on the left-hand pillar of severity, directly opposite Hesed or mercy. Together, these two spheres represent the fundamental cosmic polarity of expansion and restriction, of giving and withholding. Geburah is the principle of divine judgment, discipline, and discernment. It is the force that sets boundaries, that measures and defines, and that cuts away everything that is superfluous and corrupt. Without Geburah, the boundless love and mercy of Hesed would overwhelm creation, leading to chaos and dissolution. It is Samael, as the governor of this sphere, who wields the fiery sword of discrimination. His role is not born of malice, but of necessity. He ensures that strength is tempered with justice and that growth is guided by structure. The energy of Geburah is often feared because it represents consequence. It is the so-called karmic force that brings to fruition the seeds of our actions. When we encounter challenges, hardships, or what we perceive as, quote, punishment, we are often experiencing the balancing influence of Geburah channeled through Samael. This is not divine retribution in a human sense, but a cosmic recalibration. Samael's work is to dismantle the structures, be they personal, societal, or spiritual, that are no longer in alignment with divine truth. This process can seem painful, akin to surgery, but its ultimate purpose is to heal and to strengthen. He is the surgeon's hand that cuts away disease so that life may flourish. Perhaps more than any other archangel, Samael is shrouded in controversy and dualistic interpretations. Over the centuries, his image has been colored by fear and misunderstanding, leading to his portrayal in some texts as the fallen angel, prince of demons, or even Satan himself. To navigate these turbulent waters, we have to examine both sides of this complex figure. In many Jewish texts, Samael is cast as the accuser, Ha-Satan, the seducer and the destroyer. His name, venom of God, is interpreted not as an indicator of inherent evil, but as the description of his function as God's enforcer. He is the celestial prosecutor who tests the righteousness of humanity. If you consider many medications that are most efficacious, they are poisonous. And so the poison or venom of God is a healing balm when used appropriately. Excuse me. One of the most famous narratives places Samael in the Garden of Eden. In some interpretations, it's Samael riding upon a serpent who tempts Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge. This act is not simply a malicious seduction, but a complex magical event. The serpent has long been a symbol of wisdom and hidden knowledge. In this context, Samael's action could be seen as the catalyst for humanity's fall into duality, the knowledge of good and evil, which is seen as a necessary step for the soul's evolution and the exercise of free will. His association with Lilith, the first wife of Adam in some folkloric traditions, further cements this image of Samael as a figure of the, quote, other side. Together they are sometimes depicted as the rulers of the other side, or the realm of shadow in Kabbalah, a dark mirror to the divine union of Adam and Eve. Their demonic offspring represent the proliferation of imbalanced forces in the world. In some Gnostic texts, Samael is identified with the demiurge, the lesser creator, God named, excuse me, the lesser creator, Yaldabaoth. In this cosmology, Samael is the blind god, an ignorant and arrogant being who falsely believes he is the one true God. This Gnostic interpretation represents a radical critique of the creator of the material world, conflating the figure with the source of ignorance and suffering. In the Pauline arts and in the angelic magical tradition that we follow, Samael is not the demiurge. He is the ruler of Mars. Despite these dark portrayals, Samael is consistently shown to be acting within the bounds of divine authority. He is an agent of God's will, even when that will involves destruction or testing. The Zohar describes him as the severity of God, the personification of divine wrath necessary for maintaining cosmic balance. When God needs to render judgment or punishment, it is the force of Samael that is unleashed. He wages war on behalf of God, for the good of all, to restore a higher order. Saint Gregory identified Samael as one of the 7 primary archangels. In Jewish tradition, he is said to be the chief ruler of the fifth heaven, commanding 2 million angels. A powerful story illustrates his role as a divine agent. When it was time for Moses to die, it was Samael whom God sent to fetch his soul. Though filled with enmity toward man, Samael first sought God's permission. This demonstrates that even the angel of death is not an independent agent of chaos, but a functionary of the divine plan. The fact that he was still in God's service long after the supposed fall in Eden complicates any simple narrative of him being a fallen angel. This dual nature is the essence of Samael. He is both good and evil from the perspective of a dualistic understanding of the world. This is because he transcends human categories. He operates on a plane of cosmic necessity where judgment and destruction are tools for purification and renewal. To connect with the tangible energies of an archangel, mystics have often used a system of correspondences, and our correspondences in the angel magic system are quite extensive. Samael's vibrations are attuned to specific elements of our world, which act as conduits for his power. His primary domain is the planet Mars, the red planet, long associated with war, conflict, energy, and masculine vitality. As the Zohar quotes him saying, My entire domination is based on killing, and if I accept the Torah, there will no longer be wars. My rule is over the planet Madim, Mars, that indicates the spilling of blood. This starkly illustrates his role as the executor of harsh justice and conflict. Samael holds rulership over two signs of the zodiac, Aries, the ram, and Scorpio, the scorpion. Aries, the cardinal fire sign, embodies Samael's forward-driving energy, courage, ambition, and pioneering spirit. Scorpio, the fixed water sign, reflects his deeper, more mysterious aspects, his connection to secrets, transformation, death and rebirth, and intense emotional power. His day of the week is Tuesday, the day ruled by Mars. His colors are fittingly visceral, scarlet, and all shades of bright fiery red. His metals are iron and steel, the materials of machinery and warfare. His jewels are the ruby and the bloodstone, stones that resonate with vitality, courage, and the life force itself. His domain extends to trees like the holly and the pine, herbs like basil and garlic, and animals such as the ram, wolf, and the scorpion. His incenses include dragon's blood and pepper, are pungent and powerful, reflecting his fiery nature. The floral perfume often associated with Samael is honeysuckle. These correspondences are not just mere symbols, they're vibrational keys. By working with these elements, whether through ritual, meditation, or simple awareness, one can create a resonant link to the potent and protective energies of Samael. Samael's influence permeates many aspects of human life, particularly those requiring courage, strength, and decisive action. He is the patron of warriors and protectors, surgeons and healers, engineers and mechanics, competitors and athletes, and those seeking justice. He guides and protects members of the armed forces, police officers, and anyone who stands in the line of danger to defend others. He is invoked to guide the surgeon's hand, ensuring precision and success in operations. He also aids in the recovery of physical strength after surgery, illness, He also aids in the recovery of physical strength after surgery or illness, promoting vitality and resilience. All machinery and mechanical devices fall under his dominion. He provides insight into their workings and can assist in their repair and maintenance. His energy fuels ambition, competition, and physical endurance. He is a source of strength for athletes and anyone engaged in competitive endeavors. When you have been wronged, Samael is the angel to call upon for retribution and the righting of wrongs. He ensures that cosmic justice is served. However, his influence has a shadow side. The same energy that fuels courage can also ignite anger. The drive for victory can curdle into aggression and conflict. The passion of Mars can become lust and violence. Working with Samael requires discipline and a pure intention, lest one be consumed by the very fire one seeks to wield. How does such a formidable being appear to human consciousness? Descriptions from magicians of old vary, as angels often adapt their form to the perception of the individual. However, common themes do emerge. Many describe Samael as a towering, powerful male figure, often clad in a scarlet tunic or armor that shines like a mirror. His hair is frequently depicted as red. He wields the sword of pure flame, sometimes inscribed with the sacred names of God. Sometimes he is described as a being of scarlet flame with sparks of green. Others mention a more fearsome image of an angel with 12 wings. In Agrippa's occult philosophy, the image of Mars is that of an armed man riding a lion, holding a sword and a severed head, a stark symbol of his power over life and death. When Samael appears, it is said that he brings a portion of heaven's light, a blinding white luminescence, interspersed with flashes of brilliant red. This is the light of pure divine power, colored by the intensity and severity of his specific function. Engaging with an archangel of Samael's magnitude should be undertaken with respect and clear intent. Rituals are best performed on a Tuesday, aligning with the planetary energy of Mars. The purpose of such work is not to command a celestial being, but to align oneself with the divine principles he represents. A ritual might involve setting up an altar with red candles, pieces of iron or steel, and burning incenses like dragon's blood. One would focus their intention clearly, whether it's for courage to face a challenge, strength to overcome an enemy, protection from harm, or the successful outcome of a surgical procedure. After making a request, one must remain alert for signs that the angel is at work. These signs are often symbolic and can be subtle. These signs might include the unexpected gift of a knife or sharp instrument, knives inexplicably falling, a sudden burst of sparks from a fire, or something minor catching fire, an unusual attack of sneezes or the spilling of pepper, being stung by a wasp, or feeling a sudden unexpected glow of heat in the body, seeing trees like the monkey puzzle or the pepper tree unexpectedly, dreaming of rams, sheeps, horses, or scorpions. These are not coincidences, but ripples in the fabric of reality, indicating that a powerful current of energy has been set in motion on your behalf. The Archangel Samael is far more than a simple angel of wrath or a misunderstood demon. Samael is a fundamental principle of the cosmos, the necessary force of severity that balances the boundless expansion of mercy. He is the fire that tests, the sword that purifies, and the warrior that defends. In his energy we find the courage to confront fears, the strength to overcome obstacles, and the resolve to fight for what is just. To understand Samael is to accept the totality of the divine, not only the comforting light, but also the consuming fire. It is to recognize that sometimes true healing requires a cut, true growth requires discipline, and true justice requires a firm and unyielding hand. He is the grim and glorious angel of necessity, the venom of God that ultimately serves to purge the poisons from our lives and from the world. Samael will fight your battles on your behalf and is happy to do so. May we approach his power with wisdom, respect his function with understanding, and call upon his strength with a pure and courageous heart. We're going to do one more lecture here. The Archangel Michael is one of the most celebrated and powerful figures in the celestial hierarchy. His name, derived from the Hebrew, translates to "who is like unto God," a rhetorical question that underscores his unparalleled devotion to the divine. Michael is the embodiment of divine protection, justice, and strength. He is the warrior, the healer, the guide, and the bringer of light. To understand Michael is to explore the essence of courage, vitality, and the harmonious balance between divine mercy and justice. Michael's influence spans across religious traditions, mystical systems, Michael's influence spans across religious traditions, magical systems, and esoteric teachings. He is a central figure in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and the Western magical tradition. He is also a key archetype in the Kabbalistic tree of life, where he governs the sixth sphere, Tiphareth. On the Kabbalistic sphere of life, Michael presides over Tiphareth, the sixth Sephirah. Tiphareth, meaning beauty, is the heart of the tree, positioned at the center of the middle pillar. It represents harmony, balance, and the unification of divine and earthly energies. It is the sphere of the sun, radiating vitality, creativity, and life force. Michael's rulership over Tiphareth aligns him let's not say that. Tiphareth serves as the mediator between the higher, abstract Sephiroth, such as Kether and Chokmah, between the higher abstract Sephiroth, such as Kether and Chokmah, and the lower, more material Sephiroth, such as Yesod and Malkuth. Michael embodies this mediating role, bridging the divine and the earthly realms. As the life giver, Michael governs physical growth, health, and creativity. He inspires artistic expression, personal development, and the pursuit of joy. Tifereth harmonizes the opposing forces of Hesed, mercy, and Geburah, severity. Michael's role as a protector and judge reflects this balance, ensuring that justice is tempered with compassion. Tifereth is the sphere of spiritual enlightenment and the so-called Christ consciousness. Michael, as the radiant champion of light, guides souls toward higher understanding and divine truth. Michael's significance transcends cultural and religious boundaries. He is a central figure in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In Judaism, Michael is the Prince of Israel, the guardian angel who protects the Jewish people. In the book of Daniel, he is described as one of the chief princes and a defender against evil forces. He is also associated with the heavenly host, leading the armies of God against the forces of darkness. In Christianity, Michael is the celestial warrior who defeats Satan and his rebellious angels. He is the protector of the church and the faithful, invoked for protection against evil. In Christian tradition, Michael is also the psychopomp, weighing the souls of the dead on the scales of divine justice. In Islam, Michael is one of the 4 archangels. He provides nourishment for both body and soul and is a symbol of divine mercy. Islamic lore describes Michael as having emerald green wings covered with saffron hairs, each hair containing 1,000,000 eyes and tongues that implore Allah's pardon. Michael's roles are vast and multifaceted. Encompassing both spiritual and earthly domains. As Michael is the leader of the heavenly armies, wielding a fiery sword to vanquish evil. He is invoked for protection against harm, courage in adversity, and triumph over challenges. Michael governs physical health and vitality, particularly the heart, spine, and circulatory system. He is a patron of healing and renewal. As the bringer of light, Michael guides souls towards spiritual enlightenment and divine truth. He is a beacon of hope and inspiration. Michael aids in achieving personal success, recognition, and honors. He supports leadership, creativity, and the pursuit of noble goals. Michael's planet is the sun. His astrological sign is Leo. His colors are gold, orange, and deep yellow. His metals include gold and brass. His flowers are sunflower, marigold, angelica, and heliotrope. His perfumes and incenses include frankincense, ambergris, red sandalwood, and balsam. His floral perfume is orange blossom. His gems are amber, topaz, and tiger's eye. His animals are lion, eagle, and sparrowhawk. His day is Sunday, and his tarot cards are the sun and strength. Michael is often depicted as a tall, radiant figure with golden hair and eyes. He wears a golden cloak and tunic, symbolizing his connection to the sun and divine light. In his right hand, he carries a fiery sword, a symbol of his role as a protector and warrior. In Christian art, he is frequently shown weighing souls on a scale or defeating a dragon, representing his triumph over evil. Michael governs the body's development and aids in the healing of ailments of the heart, spine, and muscles. He inspires artistic expression, especially in music, and the pursuit of pleasure. He supports those in positions of power, helping them lead with integrity and courage. Michael is a guardian against negative forces, providing strength and clarity in spiritual journeys. Perform rituals for Michael on Sunday during daylight hours for maximum alignment with Michael's energy. Use gold or orange candles, sunflowers, and frankincense during rituals. Incorporate symbols like the sun, a crown, or a sword. Seek Michael's assistance in matters of ambition, protection, health, and creativity. Focus on clear intentions and aligning your will with his divine energy. Michael's influence transcends time and tradition. He remains a symbol of courage, protection, and divine justice. Whether invoked for personal growth, spiritual guidance, or worldly success, Michael's energy continues to inspire and uplift. The Archangel Michael is a radiant and multifaceted figure, embodying the qualities of strength, vitality, and divine harmony. His connection to the Kabbalistic tree of life, particularly the sphere of Tifereth, highlights his role as the mediator between the divine and the earthly realms. By understanding and honoring his correspondences, we can align with his energy to bring balance, success, and protection into our lives. May we approach his light with reverence, and may his strength guide us on our journey toward harmony and enlightenment. Okay, let's see if we have any questions before we get going. Does Samael govern multiple spheres? Because I saw someone else talk about how he governs the same sphere on the Clippeth. It depends on the system you're working with. So for us, no, he is not on the Clippeth. He's got if you listen to my lecture on the Clippeth, it talks about the demons versus the angels, and he's not considered a demon in our system. Is Samuel and Samael the same word? No. Samuel is a character in the Bible. Samael is an angel. What's left hand? I don't know what your question means. What's the left-hand path? I think I have a couple lectures on the left-hand path. How can I use Archangel Samael to enhance my natal Scorpio stellum? If he's one of your guardian angels, you can, if you are part of the basic angel magic course, there's a lot of different rituals and ways that you can work with each of the angels, including signatures, talismans, rituals, colors, fragrances, all kinds of ways that you can incorporate and work with the angels. The angels are very near. They're very safe to work with. And even though Samael can seem very severe, he's a teaching angel. And especially if you have Scorpio or Aries highly aspected in your chart, you're going to want to work with Samael. And that's the truth for all of those angels. If you like angel magic, you'll want to definitely work with your lunar and solar angels at first, mostly just to get completely in tune with them. But you can work with all 8 of those teaching angels anytime you want. There's no restriction. So yeah, just if you take that course, there's all kinds of different tools and techniques that you can use. All right, well, great questions. Thank you so very much, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Minerva, the lovely Jennifer, and the lovely I Am Her Eminence. And we will see everybody tomorrow for our Witch's Rosary. Until next time, blessed be.